Alrighty, thank you. Go ahead.
Hey everyone, I'm Kyle. My first name is Zachary, but I go by Kyle. My mentor is Dr. Poston. Over the summer, I looked at the philosophy of mind. Specifically, I looked at the conceivability argument against physicalism. Now, this argument attempts to show that physicalism is false. Now, you're not going to understand some of these terms that the argument uses just yet, so just bear with me. First, physicalism is a thesis that mental states are identical with physical states. If philosophical zombies are conceivable, then philosophical zombies are possible. If philosophical zombies are possible, then mental states are not identical with physical states. Philosophical zombies are conceivable, therefore physicalism is false. Alright, so we're going to go through this one step at a time. So we're going to talk about physicalism. So what is it? So the definition, physicalism states that mental and physical states are identical. What are mental states and what are physical states? So a mental state is something like being in pain. Like I run in this podium and it hurts. Not really, but it might. And if it does hurt, I'm in the mental state of being in pain. The physical state of being in pain is something like my nerves reacting and sending that signal to my brain. And that's the physical state. And so a physicalist says that the mental state of being in pain just is the physical state of the nerves reacting to the painful stimulus. So what is a philosophical zombie? Now, I'm not talking about The Walking Dead. I'm not. So, a philosophical zombie is a complete physical duplicate of a human. So, a Kyle zombie is a complete physical duplicate of Kyle, me. So, he'll do everything that I do. Everything. He'll write this paper. He'll do this presentation. He'll do everything that I do. The only difference is, when he runs into this podium, he doesn't feel the pain. His nerves react like they felt the pain, but he won't feel the pain. He doesn't have the mental state of being in pain. And as with all mental states, philosophical zombies don't have any of them. Now, are they conceivable? Now, we're going to go through a couple exercises, so bear with me, and I need some participation. So first, I want everyone to conceive of a square. Just put it in your mind. Conceive of a square. What do you see? You see a square in your mind. Now rotate it 45 degrees. What do you get? You get a diamond, right? We can all do that fairly easily. We can conceive of things. So let's go one step closer. Let's think about unicorns. Do unicorns exist? No, they don't. But can we conceive of unicorns? Yes, we can. I think fairly easily we can conceive of unicorns in the same way we can conceive of squares. Now, let's go a little bit closer to the zombie. Let's think of someone, a patient, who has a numb leg. They don't have any feeling in their leg. They have anesthesia, so they can't feel anything. And so when the doctor goes and he hits the knee with his little mallet, it doesn't hurt. He doesn't feel the mallet hitting. He doesn't feel because it's numb. And in the same way, the zombie wouldn't feel it either. But the difference between the zombie and the person under anesthesia is that the person under anesthesia is under anesthesia. The zombie wouldn't be under that. He just wouldn't feel it, no matter what. He would think he felt it. He would still react. But he wouldn't actually feel it. Now, are they possible? You might think we can conceive of tons of things. In fact, so many things that we might even be able to conceive of impossible things, like square circles. Can we conceive of square circles? So let's try to do that. Let's try to conceive of a square circle. Put it in your mind, a square circle. And if we look at it and we see at the center that the radius is the same all the way around, we haven't conceived of a square. We've conceived of a circle. So we haven't conceived of a square circle. And another way of looking at it, if we see points on it, we haven't conceived of a circle, we've conceived of a shape that has points. So we haven't conceived of a square circle. So conceiving of impossible things is really difficult. Almost impossible, I think. So, for philosophical zombies to be possible, we have to answer 3 questions. First, is there nothing contradictory about the notion of philosophical zombies? Is there anything contradictory about it? Are they like square circles? And I think the answer is no, they aren't like square circles at all. So they're consistent. They're not contradictory. Now the second question, can we imagine a situation such that philosophical zombies exist? Can we imagine that? And I think we did that just a few minutes ago when I asked you to conceive of a zombie. So I think yes, it's really easy to do that. Now here's the difficult question. But can we do that in our world, given the nature of our world? Yes, we can. I believe we can. Given the answer to all these questions are yes, then philosophical zombies are possible. What does that mean for physicalism? It means death by zombie. So philosophical zombies show that we can have physical states, but not mental states. So let's look at the argument one more time, now that we know what all this means. Physicalism is a thesis that mental states are identical with physical states. If zombies are conceivable, then zombies are possible. If zombies are possible, the mental states are not identical with physical states. Zombies are conceivable, therefore physicalism is false. Now in conclusion, why am I talking about zombies? We ask, one of the most important questions that we can ask is there anything more to the world than just physical things? And this argument goes a long way to say, yes, there is. Thank you.